Assalamu alaikum, good evening. So good to see this hall today, and so good to see the first ever Pakistani businesses introduction to the Omani market, the first ever Pakistani Expo to Oman, and people thought it could not take place, but it has taken place, and for that there are so many in this hall. I thank you all for coming together as one team and making it happen. Thank you very much. I want to thank all the worthy ambassadors who came to the opening ceremony and who were here today to encourage us and to be there for us. So thank you, Excellencies. I want to thank the head of the FPCCI who has just spoken. FPCCI is just not a name. It encompasses within itself chambers that go to every province and every town of Pakistan, bodies, federal bodies that bring businesses together. It's also the prime negotiating body between the government of Pakistan and the businesses, because it represents everybody, and sometimes these negotiations, as most of you know, become very tough and decisions have to be taken in national interest. So, sir, thank you for leading a wonderful delegation here. And to tell you the truth, some of them are such success stories that had you not brought them here, I would never have known about them. I have interacted day and night for 2 or 3 days with them, and it's incredible what they bring about. If I, Pakistan's ambassador, don't know about the hidden gems that are big businesses in Pakistan, or even small businesses or SMEs, then it's no wonder that the world doesn't know. And the world can only know about these things if we bring them to the world. Their hard work, their commitment. To our worthy chief guest, my dear friend, Ambassador Maskari, look, the greatest advantage that Pakistanis have to be here is that they feel at home here. They do not have to climb a cultural mountain to be happy in Oman. They are happy, they are content, and that's why we saw a response that was unprecedented in its scope. We had planned, and I'll tell you how did this come about. We had planned for 20 businesses. 20 businesses in this rather smallish place, bring them to our Omani brothers, the chambers, and that would be it. We have around 62 businesses here today. We have more than 150 delegates from Pakistan. We have one of the finest, rather small media team. Mr. Ataullah Kasmi is Pakistan's own conscience. So thank you for taking out time, getting into a plane and getting here. You are our collective conscience, sir. You are led by a team, 7-member team. They're very young. Taking their names would be like not relevant, but their commitment, and I'll bring them here. So, Excellencies, we had 20 in mind. Soon we thought they became 40. There was so much interest. Soon they become 50. My family and my commercial counselor, who were directly involved in holding this, they said, you have to stop here. Stop at 40. They became 50, they became 55, they became 63. And at this moment, we have angered 60 businesses in Pakistan who wanted to come, but we did not have space. So even we were overwhelmed by the response from Pakistan, which tells you a lot about sometimes that foreign service officers don't really know their own country's complexities and insights as much as they should. I'm admitting that. It was a resounding success in more ways than one. We had so much visitors that at times the air conditioning struggled to work. There were no spaces to go through. People had to wait for their turn to visit each stall. The second thing which startled me, having seen similar things, smaller things in Toronto and Washington DC in my career, that everybody, sir, who came in your delegation and outside your delegation, there were 50 who were outside the scope of, 40 outside the scope of FPCCI, 20 inside, and I know for a fact that there was a pressure on you to bring 60 all from FPCCI, that those businesses came who were relevant to Oman. I was, Excellency, with the Chamber of Commerce, your very able and young Federal Chamber of Commerce head, and then the Chamber of Commerce head from Buremi, the previous Chamber of Commerce head. And when he went on to each table, he had to have a discussion of 10 minutes, and every business was relevant, from food to real estate, to land, to textile, to sports, to surgicals, to transport, construction, real estate, IT. I mean, that means that in Pakistan too, everybody studied before coming here. They studied whether this market was good. Then they had discussions which were very fruitful. To all the excellencies, in Pakistan's particular case, and I don't know whether it works for your countries or not, the most important thing was bringing our success stories, and we have tens of them. Sayyid Fayaz Shah leads them. He's sitting here. There are people who've built earth-filled dams in Oman, the second largest dams. So we brought them here in an open house, and I had to stand for 4 hours. It was a 1-hour session, but it went on to 4 hours. So in an expo, the most important thing is intellectual, honest, no holds barred, no language restriction interaction. And it was that interaction that has given new directions to the embassy, besides giving directions to the businesses, giving new directions to the embassy, the government of Pakistan. Yesterday we had a high-level discussion in the meeting rooms there, and that was at the macro level. That was also very important, because our people who were dealing with macroeconomics in Oman, they came together, the legal structure, the zones, the investment opportunities, the agricultural concessions. I mean, Oman, Excellency, I've come to know in the last 3 days, is a fascinating country. And I hope my energy remains that I can write a book in the next few months, because I think, like Pakistan is not brought out in its true spirit to the world, I think Oman needs a small English book from an interesting person, that is me, to go out to the world. And maybe Mr. Taulak Qasmi will write it in Urdu, Oman ki yaadein, Oman ki dastan, sir. And we have young vloggers, excellencies, young YouTubers. Again, taking a name, the other ones would get angry. That's a big problem. So that is that. I would, just to give you a flavor of what happened, I will just call on the stage. First of all, I'll want one person to be at my side, a young man who thought this was possible, who thought that there was so much potential in Pakistan-Oman trade that nobody realized it. So that was Imran Ikram. Mr. Imran Ikram is that boy who got scolded a lot, but he persisted. Are you sitting somewhere here? How far are you? Come, you can join me. Let's make it as informal as possible. I'd like to call on the stage one by one. Faisal Saab from White Pearl. Usman from Global Assets. Please join us here. Can you hear me? Faisal from White Pearl, Usman from Global Assets, Mr. Habib from Hamitex, Mr. Shahid from Delecta Sports, and Kashifs. I have two Kashifs, Kashif Ishfaq, and the second Kashif, Kashif Izhar. Please just come here. The Pakistanis and Excellencies would just like 30 seconds from your time to tell them what happened instead of being the run-of-the-mill speeches and all that. So I'll just give you the mic, sir. You be the first one to speak. 30 seconds.
Thank you so much, Excellence. Really very appreciate. सर मैं उर्दू में बात कर सकता हूँ.
आप उर्दू में बात कर लें. बिल्कुल इंग्लिश में बेहतर है, लेकिन उर्दू में भी कर सकते हैं. प्लीज.
क्योंकि आपने अचानक बुलाया मुझे बिल्कुल.
Doesn't matter, sir.
Doesn't matter. इस एक्सपो को अली इमरान साहब ने मैनेज किया माशाल्लाह बहुत अच्छे तरीके से, और इसको मैं समझता हूँ कि एक बड़ा अच्छा इनिशिएटिव है, इसको लिया.
What was your experience?
My experience was very good, and I have 2-3 buyers, very serious buyers, and I have a meeting with them tomorrow or day after tomorrow, and really appreciate my business. And
your business is, just for the audience?
Yeah, my business is garment export. I have a garment export last 28 years from Pakistan. I am a manufacturer exporter, and I have a business as well in UK market as well. Last 28 years in UK and America.
Thank you. Just the Omani experience this time. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you very much for all Omanis. To be honestly, it's really happy for all these scenarios. Na? Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Your name and your sector, sir.
My name is Kashif Zahir, and by profession I'm interior designer, architect myself. And my experience in Oman is wonderful. And I congratulate His Excellency, Mr. Imran, Her Excellency, and all the team, and especially Mr. Imran Akram. He had done a wonderful, he is the concept. He's got the concept for this whole event. And for me, Oman has huge prospects between both the countries. And I'm sure with the passage of time.
Any agreements, sir?
Yeah, I had some conclusions with some of the companies here at the wonderful meetings. And I'm going to have, I received a call from the chairman of Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and going to have a meeting with him. And he wanted to have some serious discussion for the long-term relations between Oman and Pakistan.
Thank you very much, sir.
So very kind of you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wonderful, excellent arrangement, Pakistan Embassy. Especially two names is highlight. The first name, Sari Shrit, is wonderful job. And second name, Madam Noreen. I really appreciate. Jazakallah.
Sir, I won't let him speak. He speaks too much.
I thought our Honorable FCPCI speaks longer than anyone.
No, he was very short today.
Your Honor, Majesties, my name is Chaudhry Usman Ali. We work in the food security. Our main office is in US since 1995 with our branches in Oman, Pakistan, South Africa, Sri Lanka and other countries. We do exhibit in most of the countries, US, Hamburg.
Oman experience.
Sir, that's where I'm coming back. And most of those expos are done, they're advertised a year in advance or sometimes 2 years in advance. We got a call from the embassy folks a month ago. And honestly, in our last Agrami in Dubai, it took us 3 days to take $1 million worth of contracts. And in US, they say the proof is in the pudding. Today, we concluded $3.5 million, and I think that is all the kudos go to our Honorable Ambassador.
So do I get a 2% out of it?
Sir, 3% if you want. and our First Madam and the team they have, they deserve credit for that. And I wish them good luck. You have our full support from our business community. You have done a great job.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. I request all of you to take
So welcome. Thank you.
Is Chanwan here?
No, sir.
Two success stories are not here. One is Chanwan, and they've done very well. So this is what it is. It was a very learning experience for me. I knew nothing about the good things of Oman business, Oman investment before the 3 days I spent here, and I dare say, nor did my commercial officers. Please, there should be no noise here. So thank you very much, Excellencies. Thank you very much, the Pakistani community. I want to just say one thing, that the 400,000 Pakistani community here, it's helped us so much. They are the means with which we tell the world who we are. And it was this community and its representatives which have always stood side by side with me and have tried to get us out of difficult situations and to have these momentous economic situations. I'm often teased that I complete no speech without mentioning the Pakistan school system. So how can I let them down today? So one was this dream, the other dream was to change the Pakistan schools, and the Pakistan schools have done so well now that out of a deficit of 150,000 reals, the 7 Pakistani schools with 8,000 children who speak perfect English, get straight A's, some of them struggle just like any other school, who lead Pakistani community in Oman in various sectors. You go to a mall and you suddenly see Pakistani school children. The host of the program is a very proud teacher in the Pakistani school. The chairman is sitting here. So that was the dream, to change the school. The school now earns profits in around 400,000 reals a year. It's going to build a state-of-the-art school gifted by Excellency the Omani government right in the middle of Seeb. It's going to be an international school. I've seen the maps. It's just so exciting. So we will inshallah have a wonderful educational environment here. Just to announce that, keeping the momentum going, on 16th of November, we are going to have an educational and medical expo. The Pakistani universities, Pakistani good universities, great universities are going to introduce themselves to the Omani children and the Omani intelligentsia on the 16th of November, plus the Pakistani medical doctors from top Pakistani hospitals are going to come here, and they're going to explore how they can mutually benefit with Oman. So that's going to be the other landmark. I thank everybody for their support. Excellency, without your support, without your processing of visas, it seems a very small issue, they would not have been able to come. I would also like to thank the media team that has come. I'm going to later call them up on stage to recognize them. Thank you for being part of the dream. Media in countries is usually, in every country, is usually very critical. But these youngsters, and sir, your words to us and to relay everything back home, it's phenomenal. So it's a dream come true. Before I get emotional further, I think I should finish this part of my speech, and thank you very, very much, all of you, in your capacities for supporting us and bringing Pakistan economic houses to Oman. And it's not a one-way street. There are many who have decided today, talked to me today about investing in Oman. So they're all talking houses in those areas or other things. We're going to see a lot of investment in Oman so that they can have long innings here as businessmen. Thank you very much for your time. Thanks.